YouTube is a big platform for content creators. It not only gives you fame, but a good amount of money. Some of them are genuine, but others have a different reality. They have a real and a real side. On a short-term basis, this can be tolerated, but of course, making it a habit hurts fan sentiments. You earn them through trust, but lying and doing things just for the sake of drama will eventually give you a loss. One of those YouTubers is Ace Family. Let's find out why. The Ace word was given by the first letter of their family members, i.e. Austin, Catherine, and their first child, Elle. Later, 2 kids were born, but the channel had already gained popularity, so there was no sense in changing the name. They created family content and always pretended to be happy. They were making an image of a dream family with no issues. But there is no family, which is perfect, right? Their content was very famous. This adorable family soon grew to 18 million subscribers, which is the dream of many growing YouTubers. Not only this, but they also had a huge following on Instagram, so enjoy social media fame too. This endearing family is the hottest family on YouTube with their attractive kids. Since they grew up to many audiences, they came up with good money. This made them self-centered and they bought a house worth $17 million. Like, wow. But the story doesn't end here. After living in that house for 3 years, they were asked to foreclose by the bank as they could not pay the loan. But we can't judge someone before a proper investigation and knowing the truth. So I came across the video of the clapback. When you first watch the video, the foremost thing that will come to your mind is that he is just roasting his family, but his video is what we need. Ace Family's uploaded a video in which they were explaining how they lost their house. Then I listened to a video of clapback, and I came to know the things that could never come to my mind otherwise. Starting with, who makes a video of something like this while laughing? They were enjoying making it. Okay, let us assume that it's their habit. Now, listening to them carefully, I came to know that they told me contractors screwed them. The funny thing is, contractors were the only ones who owned the house, so they didn't need to have legal documents of being contractors. Ignoring this part too, if they think and are sure that contractors were fake, why don't they sue them? $17 million is not a joke. Further, they say they are tired of this thing and want it to end because they are tired. Are they crazy? It is not a small amount of money, but the thing is, they are wrong and nothing can be done. Furthermore, when there were invaders in the house, doing something about it, they were shooting this too. Who does that? Not only this, but Catherine also said that the house was not completely built and they were living in it without having legal occupancy documents. Due to this, they were not given a gas supply, so they used electrical appliances. They are handier and more sustainable, but they asked for sympathy. Surprisingly, later they said that there was a gas leak in the house. What? 30 seconds back, they were crying about not having a gas leak, and now suddenly, God blessed them with gas with his godly powers. Am I in fairyland? They knew that the poo was broken, then too they continued to use it and also used a jet ski there. Were they using jet skis to enjoy the explosion if it was broken? I don't know who does that, but everything they say doesn't make sense. One time they say something expectable, other times they do not stand up to their statement. This shows they are lying completely. However, if they accept their mistake, there is the chance of them getting back their fans and fame. But then the question arises, if a happy-go-lucky family who is so popular among their peers and the whole YouTube community are having such a lot of trouble with their house, why didn't they do something before when everything just started, or when they just moved in? Why now? And that too all of a sudden? You seriously don't need to worry, because allow us to explain to you in detail why the Ace family had to leave their luxurious $17 million worth house for some new unknown mansion. If you are an active follower and viewer of the Ace family, you will have some idea regarding all the conspiracies and lawsuits that are circling them, which are in one way making them trend worldwide, but on the other hand burrowing them in debts. If we are talking about lawsuits, we cannot forget about the lawsuit that the residents of Beverly Hills filed on Austin McBroom for leading the illegal parade that took place in July 2021. What happened was there was a fighting match that was organized as the YouTuber versus TikTok fighting match. It had a promotional event, a parade led by Austin McBroom and his wife Catherine McBroom. The parade also included the famous TikTok fighter Hassan, which gathered a lot of attention, and as a result, a huge crowd gathered for the parade. Now, in between the noise and excitement that the parade followed, the organizers, who are none other than the Ace family, forgot to take permission from the area's residents. As a result, a complaint was filed against Austin McBroom and Hassan and all the other people in the mob participating in the parade. In addition, a lawsuit was filed against Austin by the residents of Beverly Hills and the special guests who were invited to the parade for not paying the whole fees he promised. Another lawsuit filed against the Ace family was in early 2021, when Catherine launched her beauty and skincare line. Now, we all know how influenced she is with makeup and skincare, and she often gives beauty tips on her social media page. She launched her skincare line, which was called the 1212 Gateway, along with TBL Cosmetics. The promotion for this line of skincare and beauty products was amazingly done and received a good response from the public. The products were promised to be toxin and chemical-free and were supposed to be completely organic. But after the products were launched and used by the customers, the review turned out to be the worst. How? We'll tell you. The customers complained about the poor packaging quality that the products had and how the quality was extremely poor and created rashes and other skin problems in the users. Even Catherine's business partner, TBL Cosmetics, filed a lawsuit against her for alleged abandonment, which was around $30 million US. Now you might be thinking, that must be all right. What else can happen to the Ace family for them to get under such a huge debt? Well then, surprise, surprise, surprise! Because thanks to the Ace family, we're manipulating and trying to cheat innocent people, a lawsuit of more than $10 million US has been filed against them. Certain social media companies provide their services for a certain fee. The service includes disliking hate ratios, making a more positive response to a page, and creating more social media hype for some influencers. One such company called the Rocket Jump used to be of service to the Ace family. They used to hire and pay Rocket Jump for manipulating their fans and viewers by adding more positive comments and responses to their page, which eventually brought more attention to their channel. The Ace family also started to organize giveaways and other competitions, which were very promoted, and thus a lot of people participated in it. But after a few months of completely fooling the audience, the Ace family suddenly stopped paying Rocket Jump for their services, and even stopped sending and giving prizes to the winners who won the competitions and the giveaways. Now in the beginning, those winners and Rocket Jump used to constantly DM them and try to reach them for not paying for their services, but used to get completely ignored. As a result, a lawsuit was filed against the Ace family by both Rocket Jump and the innocent families who got scammed. It was then found that the Ace family was now using another social media company to manipulate. The case completely favored Rocket Jump and the families who got scammed by the Ace family, and finally, they received what they deserved. The actual amount is unknown, but according to sources and the clapback, the amount was huge, and they had to borrow money from certain lenders. Because they were unable to pay this huge debt, one of the lenders foreclosed on their house. So, now you know what the actual reason that made the Ace family lose their previous home and shift to a new one was. Let us know your views in the comments below.